This is my 1/6 scale Barbie diorama setup from the dollar store, the Dollarama in Canada, coming up after this. Okay, I have a lot of things to show you. I have a lot of videos that I can make on this subject coming up. I have just relocated my diorama setup, and I did show a picture not too long ago on Instagram. You can follow 2Hunky on Instagram. I'll try to do more updates there too on what this is. But this is your standard IKEA industrial shelf where you can adjust the levels. I had this on a table. I did have bigger diorama space before, but it was really hurting my back when I was trying to bend down and take pictures and everything. And I knew that I wanted something that was as high as possible. So this is the highest level I could go on one of these shelves. And it's kind of a perfect setup for taking pictures. I do have another station over here next door. I'm going to bring, instead of moving the camera, I'm going to move that stuff over here and show you what I do. It's going to be an overview, and I'm going to show you some of the most awesome things from the most awesome store in Canada, which is the Dollarama. Not for dolls, but for the Dollarama. That is what it's named after. Everything it was $4 now. They have just went up to $5, so it is kind of like a Five Below store, except it's got that mixed in stuff like you see at Dollar Tree, but the quality is kind of better than the stuff you get at Dollar Tree, because Dollar Tree is still $1.50 or $1.25 here in Canada. We just got Dollar Tree, or at least ones that are accessible to the downtown core and stuff like that in Canada. But I do like the Dollar Tree. I have lots of things from the Dollar Tree. I will do more diorama Dollar Tree videos. I have my Barbie. If you're wondering what this Barbie is, this is Barbie color reveal head on a WWE Mattel doll body. I like these. They have bigger feet and everything, but this combination is my favorite one of a kind doll that I have put together, and she looks great in this Zen kind of feel, yoga studio kind of environment that I like so much. This is my aesthetic, so I like natural woods and white, and sometimes I like pops of black for a more masculine look. And you can see there's a few. This is a Ken doll on a Max Steel body. This is a very cool double jointed, made to move articulated Max Steel body. One of the coolest ones that they made. So two of my favorite dolls, just to show you for scale. They're super athletic. They look good again in this gym Zen setting because they are so healthy. Okay, this whole video idea had started with these things, which I have shown in some of my other diorama videos. When I found these, I thought these were so cool because they were instant windows, and they came in a few different designs. There were those ones, and there were these black ones. I really like that. That's, again, a more masculine alternative, but really cool scene. And then they have this one. Now this one doesn't, I mean, you could say that this was a window with a big leaf outside, but for me, that looks more like a picture, but I mean, just as good on the wall to put that as a picture. So, do I do this before? No, I'm going to clear this out, and I'm going to show you my other walls first, which I did make a complete video on. So over in this next segment over here, I'm not going to move my camera, but instead I'm going to bring the walls over, and I'm also going to show you how I make this. So luckily, I did have to shrink down. I had a lot more room when I was on a table, and I had three-dimensional rooms. Sometimes I had rooms in the back, and I guess I can show you that too. A lot to show you. These shelves, I'm going to show you more shelves like this, but these are awesome, and those are instant wainscoting slash shelving, and I love how they fit. And that is one of the bonuses to moving to this smaller scale, is that I did fit. Some of my shelves will fit exactly across here, and that really helped out. And I have all of my stuff down below here, which I like to organize like so you can see. And I have put all of the different sized boxes that I have found. This one's actually not from the dollar store, but everything else you see today will be from Dollarama. Okay, so these wooden panels I love to use, and the only problem with this is I can sometimes see the seam from the paper that I used. This paper is, I don't know, I got it from Michael's or something, but the brick paper, scrapbooking paper, is great. I don't like seeing the line. A trick to fixing that is to cut out like that, like cut out the bricks so the bricks will blend in more, but you can't always see. But that is my biggest regret, is the line that I see sometimes. However, it's not showing up today, so I shouldn't complain about that. Side brick walls. I mean, ideally, I would cover the back panel in brick too. Maybe that is something that I will do one day again, cutting along the bricks so that they overlap a little bit and then you won't be able to see the seam as noticeably. So that is what I would do, even though sometimes I overlap them like this, and it just looks like a crease in the wall, and that totally works fine too. Maybe I will do that. I forgot that I do that sometimes, but I have not been able to find this paper for a while, so that is why I haven't been doing that. And also, they have made these smaller, so this was the size before, and they increased the price. So these panels, I'm going to show you more about what I do with these, are smaller now. You can see that they're a bit shorter, and I also left this on to show you the price. They're $4.50. I don't know if they were even $4 before, but they were away for a long time and no longer had the panels. I usually like the ones with the wood grain. That's also a change that has happened to them. This is my aesthetic when I have this on the wall as an alternative. I love that. However, the new ones, you can see, are a little more whitewashed, a little more plain, but that could just be the wood that they're currently using, and maybe we'll get more of that texture again, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with a white wall. That being said, look, I have a green wall, which I don't like, but I do have this big shelf all across in my house to cover up this green wall. Never did get around to painting it. So then also, this canvas is from the Dollarama, and I use that as a basic white wall. And I am kind of happy about these smaller versions, because I should have been more careful when choosing this one, but I mean, I like cracks and stuff in the walls, and you're going to see that soon as I bring over the other one. So, and before I set up this wall all over again, I'll show you these cutting boards that I use, and because the cutting boards had these tiny little stripes, different color bamboo, they were perfect. They are kind of falling apart, but again, I like a rustic crack in the floor, and I mean, I don't mind that. And before, I had a little more space and I could use the full boards. This time, I had to cut it, so I just used a jigsaw and I cut one of them down. This was what was found inside, and I did save the other pieces, and I always thought that I can use these for construction zones. If I make it, actually looks kind of cool, like it is a cross section of a real floor. Or you can turn it around this way. I'm sure I can use these for other ideas, diorama setups one day, but that is what I had to do to make it fit. And I didn't nail or screw or glue any of this stuff down, because the whole point of this is that I can change up the rooms and make it a little different. So I also have a curtain that I hang over this so I don't have to look at it in my own lifestyle in the day. So let me bring over and show you the walls that I've already made. Whoa, which I did in the video. And that is those. So definitely check out that video. I have everything stuck and crammed and joined in here so that I can have everything here at my disposal, so I can mix and match and change up the walls wherever I want. These I don't bring over here though. Those I keep in a regular place. And I used to, when I had them more space, they used to be further apart, and this made a really nice entrance way and made three-dimensional. And I also could have a wall in the background. But what I usually like to do with these is, like, I mean, I probably still could do that, but no, I can't. I'm just out of space. But I do like to put the brick wall behind these panels, like so, and then I just have this brick feature in behind these two corner panels. Do check out the video on how I made these, all with little popsicle sticks and coffee stirrers from the dollar store, adding three-dimensional turn of the century moldings that totally 100% my aesthetic that I like. With this little brick wall down the back, I do like to use my chimney or a stove here and pretend it's like a chimney. And this video I've been planning to do for a long time, make using Legos or Mega Constructs or other building bricks to make furniture in 1/6 scale. I think that is great. However, this was from when I had more space. I made that stove so it fit on the wall. It used to fit right in the nook perfectly. However, now that I have less space, I have to make a smaller one. I mean, it still looks like it's part of the chimney. And I also designed it so I could put a little tea light in it. But again, that is a video for a whole other day. But kinda cute, kinda cool, and perfect for this time of year where Santa is hopping down. Hopefully not that chimney. Alright. So this video is already longer than I wanted it to be, but we still haven't touched on the main event and what inspired it. So I'm going to show you how I build my wall. So luckily, everything, and I like to do this, I like to find things that naturally make the shape perfectly, and I was kind of happy that they did make these slightly smaller because they fit in behind here and they hold up my other walls perfectly. So I put in the brick wall here. I have this white matte, nice finish on this for a white wall, so that works out really well. And then I will take my other one of these and put this here. And again, I will use the new ones that are slightly smaller and stick it behind. And that gives me the perfect length to put on some of these shelves. And I'll show you some of the other shelves that I have. This is another Dollarama shelf that makes this go like here. And you do sometimes have to play around with the way that they connect. Sometimes there's a little curve to them. So I've got a few of these, and I can take these all the way. Let me put these ones extra panels. Like sometimes I use these as panels too for walls. These were like cutlery trays. They had dividers in here, but I like that option. Turn these around, look at those. Can be great walls or backdrops or just a little highlight. You can layer these sometimes. Maybe look at like a studio setup. But also I do tuck these in behind here to add support to the wall so things stay flat and don't move around so much. But also they use that. So very happy about those. And then I have more of these. And I did just take a picture on Instagram where I used this setup. Sorry, the curtain is falling. I'm gonna fix up a better curtain setup on here too for my everyday life. But you can see that you can build really nice tall shelves, and it looks so good. And I should have Barbie in here now that we have this setup and the configuration where I have this perfect adjustment where most of my shelves will fit so nicely in between the two walls here. Yes. So you can see those walls are great. Now let's get back to the window setup where you can use these shelves as some of the wainscoting as well. Put those aside, I can bring in these windows. Now here is the thing of what happened. So I had two of these, and I thought, oh, wait, no, I'm not ready for that story yet. I better bring in the other. Anyway, it can look great to have the windows up above on this layer, and this can look just as good, and it makes it just so easy. Instant windows on the shelf with the dolls. This is more of a basement apartment or just higher windows. Looks really cool. I love this outdoor beach scene, water, ocean. Kind of looks like you're looking down and it's up high. But let me take these out, put those back. You can see that this wall looks good on its own if you just want to have a white wall with brick walls on the side. And you can take pictures from this angle depending on, what you want. It's pretty deep too. I mean, it looks small maybe on camera, but we have lots of space here. But let's put these back, which I think are kind of my favorite because you can put things so far. Anyway, so I have hauled those windows before, and I was really excited to find them because I found them in this style. And then they also came with a bigger one, and I was really happy about that. And oh no, sorry about that. I meant to turn off my email. That is my email, not your email. This is kind of an ASMR video too, isn't it? So I have to be quiet. I mean, I can't talk too loud next to the camera. It's gonna go too loud. So sorry about the glare. But yeah, I also have this scene, and setting this up as a window scene. That was my main intention when I bought these, and I could mix and match. Maybe I could have a main window, maybe I could put one on the side. But then I realized, that would look kind of cool like a studio if I had them in some sort of order. And then, so I went to the store and I bought another one, and I thought, oh, all one level. Now that would look so much better. But then I started, I came back from the store after finding them, and I found out that, oh my goodness, if I had 4 of them to go across, that would look like the biggest, coolest window ever. So I had to go back to the store and I bought this one. However, this one came in a different size, and I don't know why or how this one is slightly bigger. So unfortunately, I mean, I can take it out and use it as another picture or window, but I had to get another one, and here I am. These were $2.50 each, and you are going to see me set up the window. Only going to say I have so many other panels that I'm not going to show you, but I can do another video on this another day. This one is the right size. So finally, I have, gotta adjust these things, make it fit properly, get rid of the cracks. But if they fit so perfectly, how can I not keep them like this? Maybe I flip this. Okay. So there is a little, the windows are slightly bigger than the edge, but I don't think it matters that much, especially because you can bring in, but I am so happy about the extendo window. And I did do the same for the black ones, so I do have that option, but I also found 4 of these, so I'm excited about that as well. Where are they? Where's the rest of them? They're around here somewhere on the shelf. So at 2Hunky on Instagram, do plan on seeing a lot of setup where we have these windows in the background. I will figure out how not to have the glare in the way. I think I probably had that figured out to do this video with, but neglected to do that. Anyway, that is so cool. I didn't show you that I do have the other option of the giant window. If I take out the 2 center ones, and I have this one to go in the middle. So what do you think of that scene? That looks pretty good too. You can see without the glare, there's a mountain range in the middle of 2 valleys of trees. Yeah, love that option too, but the whole dark yoga studio is great. And then I guess I'm going to jump ahead to my latest haul that I found. And I found, let me throw these in because they're on top of stuff that I have. I found these awesome boxes. Now, these are the latest. What's the price on these? These were $4 each, but I thought, wow, you could get these without the shelves inside, or you could get them with, it was just one great big square. With the great big square, I do have lots of those. Oh, and I'll have to show you some more things like that. Oh, these are another new favorite thing that I found. But I had to go around to many of the Dollaramas. There's lots of Dollaramas where I live, so I had to go around and find the ones that had the shelves, because I knew I was going to take these apart. Like, this is a pretty nice box on its own, I have to say. And you get it in this rainbow design, which I didn't really like. It was like curves like that. But these Soji screens were so good and came in black and white. So I didn't want to spend too much on them, so I got 2 of them. I took off the hinge already and found these, and check these windows out. And something that I can do is, I didn't even have to find the other windows because they happen to be the same dimensions as these ones. And you can kind of replace it with a screen, or maybe I have to get more of them and put them all the way across. Now the white kind of looks like some kind of tacky 80s thing, which, I mean, Not that I don't like tacky 80s, but when I replace that with the white ones, I'm not sure about it. But, I mean, also, I don't mind reflecting light through these. I don't have an example, I don't think, of how I can do that right now. But, oh, well, it's kind of happening, which always looks good when you have light shining through screens like that. I do like to hold up these ones sometimes. These are, I don't know, this is another thing. They came inside of this, and I think this was like $4. I don't know what this is for. I found it in the kitchen section. But again, I have this other panel that I can put up as a wall or a separator, or sometimes you can make beds with them. And this thing I use as a patio or a fence, and or a door sometimes. It just, all you have to do is put these things up in different ways, and you can change the room in different ways. So I love these things, but I also shine the light through this and let the light look like beams on the wall. You can kind of see it happening right there. So I do that for a lighting effect. I think that's the next thing that I have to do, is I have to rig up some lights or get some more flashlights that I can use to stick behind these things, so the light source is coming from the window, because that is what makes it look really realistic. So let me finish and show you this option, this 80s Asian inspired Zen room, which I guess this is all what this is. Can I find the other white one that is the right size? Here we go. Oops, I have it the wrong way. The water should be furthest away. The land should touch the edge of the house. So yeah, there is that option. I can put a plant in front of that. So mixing and matching, maybe I can take, I do have more of those, so maybe I can put the shutters on both sides of the windows. Possibilities are endless. And then also I do have these shelves as something else, and like my own house, I don't mind putting in industrial. See, it's more of a compressed sawdust MDF board, but they're industrial shelves. I can use them for something else. I can use them for opening miniatures on this channel and sticking them on the shelf, and maybe the bucket will fit. Yeah, the buckets I have fit perfectly in here. So, organization, and looks so good. Yeah, everything is working together and fitting into this shape perfectly. So I am very happy. I hope you had some ideas. I hope you're lucky enough to live in Canada. I mean, there's good and bad things, but the Dollarama is definitely my favorite thing about living in Canada, because we can get all these cool things. You can look at other stores. I have seen bamboo shelving at hardware stores and stuff. And again, I have so many different configurations. Maybe I'll do more rooms where I show you more types of shelves that I have and how I implement them in dioramas. Again, follow Too Hunky on Instagram. Look at all of these shelf options that I do have. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Oh yeah, let me show you these ones. This is a great new find. I love that these nest. This is perfect for storage. I bought, how many did I buy these? I think I bought 4 combinations of these. So I've got each one of these boxes 4 times, but I can turn it around in different ways. I don't love this pattern, but I also don't hate this pattern. But look, you can mix and match these. I don't know, I think about studio shots. I had some studio shots a long time ago with just by putting the boxes in the background, but just putting different sizes, and you can put, I mean, little miniatures on here. I got a miniature video coming up for sure where I'm going to do that, but the pattern isn't so bad. It's not antique-y like I would prefer, but it's still pretty sweet. You can see here that possibilities are endless. Look how full this room is with simple, easy to do furniture. Oh, that's another video too I have coming up. Dollar Tree furniture from just the little wooden things that they have there. All right. So much fun. So many possibilities.